This is the Franklin Township Public Library Trustees meeting. It is Wednesday, March 23rd. This meeting is being held by Zoom. I will call the meeting to order. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Can you see the flag here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Iris, I think you just called me and I hung up on you. Call back again and we'll have you on my phone. Roll call. NBC?
Yeah.
Tiana Gresham?
Here.
Agnes Kulabanya?
Yes.
Kevin McNeil?
Yes. Here.
Iris Kisling?
Persistent.
Iris is here.
Yeah.
Nick Champa, I'm here. Ed Ward?
Present.
And Mayor Kramer.
Hello.
Very glad to, January Adams, our director, is here, as well as our technical guru, Bob Woodward.
Woodward, they should write a
No,
book.
I'm not. Wardlow. I'm sorry.
Because he's a guru, he changed.
Okay. This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, also known as the Sunshine Law. The schedule and notification have been provided to the Courier News, the Home News Tribune, and the Franklin Township Clerk. Copies have been posted in the library's vestibule and are also available at the reference desk. I'd like to open the meeting to any member of the public who might like to make a comment at this time.
There are no members of the public attending tonight.
I will therefore close the first portion of the public comment. Is there a motion to accept the minutes of the February 23rd meeting? Tiana?
Yes.
Edward
Okay.
Ward, second.
There's a motion made and seconded. Is there any discussion about the motion to accept the minutes from February 23rd? Seeing no discussion, I'll call for those in favor. Please signify by raising their hand. I see that this motion has passed unanimously. Thank you. Let's move on to the director's reports. January, would you like to start us off with any comments on the financial reports that we've received?
I have no comment. If we should be at approximately 66.4% of the budget, and altogether we're at 56, and the branch is at 65. So
These numbers all come together at the end.
Yes.
How about your operations report? Anything you'd like to point out to us?
Sure. The Adult Services Department had 28 programs. 397 people came, and our annual online teen poetry jam has started March 21st. If anybody's watching this is interested in, the contest will end on April 24th. All the reading programs ended on February 28th, so now we start getting ready for the summer one. And on March 11th, I was in a live streaming event at the library where PJ Parker came and interviewed me and Kyoto Bartley, who has annual drawings up on the wall right now. And, as you know, the construction site is moving along slowly but surely. And I sent you a drone picture so you could see what it looked like on March 15th.
Thank you. I was very impressed with that picture, and I've been to the site a couple of times.
It's going to be interesting when it's finished to have the starting picture.
Yes.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know the land would look so bare when the clearing was done. It's bare.
Yeah.
The trees on the left side of the picture are to remain?
Yeah.
I guess so, yeah. And those are the ones next to the board, to the school.
Yeah, they're alongside of the parking lot.
Yeah.
That was discussed at the planning board session, that they remain there.
So I was recently asked about the driveway or the sidewalk. Would there be a sidewalk in front of the library that goes towards the school?
Probably.
I believe so.
Yes.
I mean, we should definitely have that because kids will go from the school to the library. So we should.
Yes, there will. And in addition to that sidewalk, they will make improvements on the sidewalk that's on the library property by putting ramps down for pedestrians.
Good.
So
Is Iris trying to get in touch with you, Nick? She's holding up something. Do you see Iris?
Iris?
She's holding up something. Says your name on it.
Yeah, the phone? Okay. I hear you.
We can see her.
I can hear you.
In the
Are you
email
having
that
trouble
I
hearing
send out,
us?
in the email that I send out, there's a phone number that Agnes can call and listen to the meeting, but she wouldn't be able, and she should be able to speak as well. Just mute the computer.
We can hear her.
Yeah, can you hear?
Yeah.
Can you hear me though? Okay, I can hear you. I'll hold the phone up to my ear and I'll be able to hear you. Okay, fine. Let's see.
The
Where
director's report. We're finishing up. I got one question for
Yes, sir.
January. The the annual teen poetry.
Yes.
What grade level is that for? That's middle school and high school. Just out of curiosity.
I don't know, but I will find out.
Okay, and if you can you send me a flyer because I'd like to get our schools involved.
Sure.
So I'll contact the English supervisor for middle school and high school. So,
Okay.
you know, it could be a nice collaboration where the kids can submit their poetry.
That'd be great.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool. That's it. Thank you. Nice report.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I do have a president's report. I mailed it out to all of you. Unfortunately, I did it rather late. You
Not in the pack.
will get it. You should have it. The Franklin Township Public Library operates on a third mill of funding from the township, plus another approximate 1% from the state. These funds pay operating expenses as well as building, operating, and capital costs. The current budget is about $3.65 million. 15 towns in the county are members of the Somerset County Library System. Their budget is $18.37 million, with $18.08 million coming from local taxes. This is 31.8% above the one-third mill. The 10 towns with branch buildings also pay operating, maintenance, and capital costs for these facilities. It is a credit to the director of library services and staff that our library runs efficiently and independently. If we were full members of the county system, I estimate that we would have to come up with an additional $1.16 million per year. And then I referred you to page 2, which you'll have to get. Next, let's look at the result of New Jersey's third mill library funding. The law requires that each municipality provide no less than 1/3 of a mill based on their equalized property value. For example, if the valuation is $10 billion, the library support would be $3,333,333 per year. It is fortunate that we have such a law, as it assures library funding throughout the state. However, the formula is based upon property values rather than the number of people served. Page 3 shows the result, town by town, of the third mill and the resulting funding per person. If any of you are really interested, you can read that report in your email. Correspondence and communication, is there any?
No.
No, okay. Is there any old business? Seeing no old business, is there any new business?
Oh, in response to the president's report, you'll be happy to know that the library funding from the 3 mills tax is going to go from 3.775 million to 4.319 million because of the increased valuation of properties in Franklin. So
Yes.
you've got another $500,000 plus to work.
That's good.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. This is part of the inflationary trend, I guess.
Yeah.
Iris? January, Iris is asking whether you knew that a librarian would go to Somerset Run next week.
No, I did not know that.
I'm sorry, we're having a little trouble with the sound here. Iris will call you, January, and
Okay.
discuss that with you.
Okay.
Is there any other new business?
So what is the current mask status at the library?
We're not requiring, we're suggesting that patrons wear masks, but we're not insisting on it.
Okay. And what are we planning for our meetings? Are we going to stay virtual or go in person?
I think one of the meetings before last, then we voted on having it virtual until a certain date. Does anybody remember? Did that date pass?
Date yet decided.
I remember taking a vote to say that we're going to have the meetings virtual until a certain day. Unfortunately, I don't remember what month that we decided we was going to revisit the question.
Agnes, did you have your hand
I
up?
think it was April. We had said April.
I'm not sure.
Do you know what meeting that was?
Well,
It wasn't last month.
No,
I think
it
it had to be. It had to.
No.
I wasn't here last month, so I think it was the.
I think 3
Probably
meetings.
either January or December's meeting.
Yeah, it was either January or
Yeah.
December.
Mayor, what are the rules as far as you're concerned? When can we start? If we wanted to, when could we start to go back to in-person meetings?
Well, anytime you want. There are municipalities, I don't know about libraries, but there are municipalities who never met virtually. They met in person from the beginning. The DCA kind of had a ruling about when do you have to go back. And this is for municipalities again. I don't know that libraries are under this rule. And they kind of said the rule to stay virtual runs out at the end of March. However, there are indications in some of the law that you could have always gone virtual. So I don't think there's anything hard and fast. Council will be going back virtual in April.
You mean in person?
I'm sorry. Thank you. Yes.
Okay.
And I'm not saying that therefore that's what we should do. I'm just giving you the lay of the land.
Well, I would solicit a motion. Would someone like to make a motion one way or the other on this so that we can discuss it officially?
Before you do, I found the minutes, and it was the December meeting. And it was Kevin motioned to proceed with the 2022 board meetings via Zoom until the COVID-19 situation changed.
No date. Correct.
Well, that's every day.
Oh gosh.
Okay, I guess I was pretty vague with
No comment.
with my motion. So has it changed?
Every
Like
day.
the mayor said, every day, right? Every day. So I would like to motion that we discuss
Next meeting.
that we could go back in person meetings.
When?
Are we?
No, like I don't know. So I
Are you
think
making a motion to
just to
resume
discuss,
in-person
like,
meetings or what?
Iris has her hand.
no, I don't know how. I think we should discuss. When do what is everybody's preference? I mean, so I guess I would need to make a motion on when to go back. I would motion that we wait at least another month. That we have next month's meeting virtually and
Okay, so
Zoom in
as
person.
I understand it,
COVID
Kevin, your
situation
motion
change.
is to hold April's meeting virtually and then
Mhm.
May's meeting in person. Is that your motion?
My motion would be to have April's meeting in virtually and discuss when we would like to have in-person meetings.
Okay, so your motion is to cover essentially April
Right,
and
I'm
leave May
being vague.
and leave anything beyond that
Yeah.
open. Okay,
So we
is
need
there a
to
second?
add.
I think Iris had her hand up
Mhm.
to second it. Iris?
Yeah.
Okay. Iris has seconded that motion. Now we're open for discussion on that particular motion. Anyone?
Well,
Iris?
I think. Good, Iris.
I can hear you.
Can you put your phone on speaker and hold it next to your mic?
Yeah, put your phone on speaker, Nick. There you go.
No good.
I think there's a benefit having virtually. I don't see any benefit for going
Can't even hear anything.
in person.
Yeah, that's going to be too
Yeah,
much feedback.
I will relay. Iris
There's an
Yeah,
echo.
feedback.
speakerphone doesn't work too well. But Iris just expressed that she doesn't see any benefit in going in person. So I assume she's in favor of remaining virtual. And she's shaking her head that I stated
Right.
her.
I'm inclined to agree. I don't know. I mean, I love seeing you guys in person.
We can see you.
I don't know. I don't know if it's. I don't know what benefits there would be to in-person meetings. I mean, if if there's no regulation that states that we have to, I'm in favor of having virtual meetings until you know
Summer.
until we're pretty much clear of this pandemic. I mean, if ever.
Can you define what you mean by clear of the pandemic?
Yeah, I mean,
Measurement, so there's a measurement.
Nobody
right.
knows.
I don't. Yeah, I mean,
No new cases, or the cases under.
right. I mean, I don't know. I don't know the metrics of how we would determine what the end of the pandemic is. I mean, maybe this is the new normal. Maybe this is how we're going to be from now on. But I don't know. Does anybody know? Is there any regulation saying that we have to meet in public, or I mean in person, or does anybody? I don't know. What is everybody's preference? I mean, do you guys mind having virtual meetings, or would you guys rather meet at the library in person? No, nobody.
Well,
I'm all for virtual. What is the mandate, mask mandate, if we meet virtual, if we meet in person?
Well, at the library, January stated that they're encouraging the patrons to wear masks, but it's not going to be mandatory.
I'd rather stay virtual without masks.
I would be wearing a mask.
We are in a small room.
Well, we can always meet in a bigger room.
No need.
I mean,
you may want to check with the attorney whether.
Yeah.
I just know the municipal law.
Okay, I'm going to.
Right. I mean, if there's no, I mean, does anybody? I mean, there's a lot of places that operated one way before the pandemic, and then after the pandemic, I mean, like my wife and daughters included, that like they're never going back full, because it was, this pandemic showed that it's really no reason for them to go to the office every day. So they're like,
Well, okay, I understand that. That's a different set of policies for a company than.
No, I'm understanding that.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so here's how I see it.
We're not
There's a
working
motion,
anyway.
it's been seconded.
The meeting.
We're discussing it. The inputs that I've gotten are at least two people, maybe three of you favor remaining virtual. Mayor Kramer has suggested that we check with our attorney to see if there are any rules specific to libraries. January said she would do this. And so the motion was to.
You want me to read the motion back?
Yes, read the motion back and let's see where we are.
Kevin motioned to hold April's meeting virtually and to discuss at that time when to go back to in person.
Yes.
Okay. Are we ready to take a vote on that motion?
And just let me ask you a question. We will probably know by the next meeting what the lawyers say about.
I know what the lawyer said, yeah.
About us, about the in-person meetings. Okay, so I guess I'm ready to.
Okay.
Just
one quick comment. Go ahead. Can you add that January to next meeting agenda as old business or new business? For new business, we'll be discussing virtual in-person meeting for the rest of the year.
Okay.
And then you'll have all the information that you'll gather from the township, our lawyer, and then we can add that to the agenda as new business, and then we can take another vote to determine if we want to go the rest of the year virtual or in person.
Okay.
Okay.
The consequence of meeting virtually, if we have to meet in person, would be that if we passed a resolution or something binding, if someone could object to it and in theory bring us to court and to try to negate that motion. I'm not saying that's going to happen or it's likely. I'm just thinking, what is the consequence? If we don't vote on anything of consequence, and I don't know what it matters, whether
Okay.
virtual or private, just
We can,
a thought.
we can vote every meeting.
Maybe you can ask the lawyer about that also. The
Okay,
consequences of having a vote.
I understand the questions and understand that answers will be available.
Okay.
I still believe that we're ready to take a vote on this motion.
Yes.
Sure.
Those in favor of passing the motion, please signify by raising their hand.
Which of the motion?
To have the next,
Okay, I see that this motion has passed unanimously.
If anyone's watching, I don't have a vote. That's why I didn't raise my hand.
Mhm.
Job.
Well, Tiana voted, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see, we were on, was this old business or new?
No, we've made it to do.
New.
That was
New.
new business.
Is there any other new business?
I'll shut up now.
I would like to open the meeting to any public comment. Has any member of the public come on?
No member of the public has joined us.
The second part of the public comment is closed. Our next meeting will be April 27th. And I'd ask for a motion to adjourn now. NBC, is there a second? Tiana has seconded. Any discussion about adjournment?
No.
Okay, the meeting is, those in favor of adjourning?
Yeah, right.
Okay, the meeting is adjourned.